So for our first wedding anniversary, we went downtown to spend the weekend, just together to do things before our baby arrived. I was 36 weeks pregnant when this happened. We went to the movies, we went to the mall, we did a bunch of random stuff, but on the day we were supposed to check out, we both were feeling very, very sick. It was as if like everything was dim, and you know, like when you're in an airplane, before you clear your ears, it sounds like you're talking in your head. That's what it felt like for us. So when we finally checked out of the hotel, we sat in the car for probably about an hour or so before we went to the hospital. And when we got there,
because we fell asleep.
Yeah, we fell asleep in the car. And when we got to the hospital, they checked me in first because I was pregnant. And they tried to wake up the baby. They couldn't really feel him moving or anything like that.
And I had a really severe headache, and so they kind of asked me to fill in what we were doing beforehand, and one thing kind of led to another. They blood tested Heather.
They drew my blood, and when they came back, they said that they thought that we had slept in a room that was on fire because the carbon monoxide levels were so high.
Yeah.
So
that's when they took me, because they said she had high amounts of carbon monoxide in her blood. And so they assumed the same for me, and that's when they separated us, and they took me down to the ER.
And admitted me into the labor and delivery room to try to get the baby going again. We had to do three-hour sessions in the hyperbaric chambers at the hospital. And then when we were done, we were told different things that may or may not happen to us.
Yeah, I guess after that, after all the hyperbaric treatment, we I think thought everything was fine, everything was going to be okay. And then we did checkups throughout the time, and her symptoms started happening immediately, and I thought I was fine for probably almost a year before, little things that were going on, and before she was telling me, and then people at work were telling me, and that's when I decided to kind of start doing some treatment she was doing, and realized that I also had some, I don't know what you call it, brain
deficiencies.
Yeah.
I knew from working with Blake that he was very invested in all of his cases. I saw him spend late nights and early mornings in the office preparing for cases. He actually represented us in a different case, and it went way better than we could have ever imagined. The firm that I worked at before, the owner of that firm didn't really think that we had a very strong case either time. But Blake did, and Blake took it, and both times exceeded our expectations. Our lives are forever changed because of Blake, because of everything that he did. But I think that Blake sees cases differently than a lot of attorneys do. I think he sees a side that is worth fighting for, in his opinion, and will take it as far as he can to win the case.
Yeah, because I think Blake takes on cases that I guess it's just more about caring. He sees, other attorneys might think that's going to take a lot of work, in order to succeed in the way that an attorney wants to succeed in court. And I think it definitely wouldn't have. I think either way, if you look at it, it's a big case, and probably either way we would have came out on top, but not in the way that we did with Blake. I think Blake took it to another level, and he really pushed for it. So I think that it wouldn't have been the same outcome.